Hello. So, this is an introduction to a set of clips or entries that I'm going to be doing on love, I guess, or the topic of love, and I think love it's a really interesting subject. It's a really interesting aspect of life, and I feel like it deserves to be discussed, if that makes any sense. And I feel I have a lot of views on it that I'd like to express as far as the arc of it. I'm going to be everything that I say, everything that I post is opinion. It's my opinion, and so if you don't agree with it, then you have every right to express the fact that you don't agree with it. But I'm just saying, like, everything that I'm going to talk about it's based off a personal experience, and it's based off of my opinions, and my opinions are completely grounded on my views on life and like what I see in my perception of like the world around me and whatnot, the way I see other people interact with each other. But I guess I want to talk a little bit about love before I start breaking it down into like these sections that I think are really important. Love, I think for me personally, the way I see it, love is really simple, but it's also really complicated. There's like two sides to every one issue, if that makes any sense. There's always, it's like a double-edged sword, if that makes any sense. Like, there's positives and negatives, and then there's like aspects on the left, aspects on the right, and not necessarily, sometimes they're not either positive or negative. There's just two sides. Neither one is right or wrong. That's just the way it is. But I think love is a really beautiful thing. I think it's very special, and I think it's very rare nowadays. I don't necessarily think that everyone who says that they're in love understands what that means, if that makes any sense. Like, lots of people say that they're in love with someone else, but I don't think that they are, because they don't exactly know what love is to begin with. But then again, that's purely based off that statement is based off their own personal experiences, because they've never, assuming they've never felt strongly about someone else before, but they feel stronger for one individual than they have for the previous ones, they assume that that's love. And even I could say the same thing for myself. Like, I could say, like, I've been in love, or I felt like I have been in love before, but then at the same time, there's still that possibility, like, I don't know what love is. Like, all I know is that I felt stronger for one individual than I did for the other individual that I was previously with. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you were with person A and you liked them, but now that you met person B, you feel stronger for them than you did A, and so you assume that B is love and A wasn't. But see, that doesn't exactly prove what love is. That makes sense. So that's just your view and the way you feel about certain things. But anyways, I'll get into that later. Yeah, I've decided that it's gonna be really hard for me to like speak and like express myself, because I'm gonna be talking about my own experiences and my own opinions, but at the same time I'm trying to like approach it in a way to where it's not slanted, because I obviously have my own views on love, like, as a whole, and they're like kind of aggressive, whether, like, I don't know, it's really hard to like describe, but I've decided maybe like I'll post a separate video entirely on like what I think about love. This is just purely a discussion of love and like the different sections that I think that are in it, and the different factors that contribute to a relationship, if that makes any sense. So it's like I'm going to be discussing love, but then I'm not going to in any way have my opinion of it affect the discussion. It's just a discussion purely to discuss. Like, just to, I don't know. Does that make any sense? It just means, like, I'm not going to be, like, throwing in my own, like, slant. Like, I'm just not going to be like, oh, love is a terrible thing, Like, you support both sides. That's what makes it fair. But, yeah, I've been, I guess, avoiding this a little bit, because, like, I was, like, not thinking clearly and I didn't want to make a video where like I wasn't thinking clearly, because that would have led to me putting my own slant on it. Like I have to be like non-objective, or something. I don't know. My brain's kind of fried right now. But kind of just like give it like a fair, like a fair discussion. Because if I would have done it at any other time, like assuming like if I was in a position where if I wasn't stable enough to have this discussion, then it would have ended badly. But now that I feel like my brain is like pretty clear, or as clear as it's gonna get, I think it's fair enough to do it now, because I'm mentally stable enough to give both sides, or any side of any side of any opposing argument, like a fair chance. If that makes sense. But yeah. So this has been an introduction. Oh, like I said before, like this is just purely opinion based and observation based from what I see around me. And by no means should you take whatever I say in this video and in the coming videos to heart. This is just my opinions. It's like, if you believe what I believe, or you see what I see, like as I'm describing it, then that's cool. But if you don't, that's cool too. Like, it's not gonna like affect me either way. It's just, this is just the way I see it, and my views on it, if that makes any sense, that I wanted to share with you. Because for all I know, there might be people out there who see it the way I see it, and in which case I have more people to talk about it with, if that makes any sense. So like, on one side, like, I'm doing this to like start a discussion out in like the public sphere area thing, but then also to like reach out and see if there's anyone else who sees things the way I do. But I think that's it for the most part. So yeah, this was, or should I? Yeah, I think that's it. That's basically like an introduction of what I'm going to be doing. But yeah, this has been an introduction, I guess. Thank you.